Hello, my name's John, and I'm a storyteller. I love stories. I hope you do as well. And I've got lots of wonderful stories to tell you. I've actually produced a website with all these stories on, www.biblestorycards.co.uk. You can see all my stories. I'm also a bit of a painter, and so I paint pictures to help me tell my stories. I hope you enjoy them. Hello everyone, this is John here again, the storyteller. I'm so glad to be with you again because I'm so excited about these stories that I'm telling you, all of them from the Bible and most of them from Jesus and the things that he did. Let's start with this card. You know what this is, of course, don't you? Robin Redbreast. Well, we see the Robin Redbreast. He's so friendly, isn't he? He comes to us quite near and he sings a beautiful song and he looks so lovely with his red breast. But do you know what he's doing when he's singing his song and sticking out his chest? He's boasting. He's threatening other robins. You come near here and I'll beat you up. And I watched a program once on television where somebody had made a model of a robin, just a lifelike model, and had put it on the bird table to see what would happen. And a real robin came along, and you know, it pecked it and pecked it and pecked it and destroyed it in about 5 minutes. That's what robins are doing when they're singing out loud. They're boasting to everyone else. Perhaps we'll have a different view of robins from now on. But that leads me into this story about Jesus. Actually, it concerns two of his followers. One of them was James, and the other one was John. And their mother was very anxious for them. You see, they were followers of Jesus, and they were listening to his word and trying to obey what he said. But she was worried about what would happen to them when they died. You see, when we die, there's a possibility that we might go and live with Jesus in heaven, in God's presence, and that will be wonderful. Why, it says in the Bible that there's pleasures forevermore there, and everyone wants to go to heaven. So she came to Jesus and she said to him, "Master, I've got a request for my 2 boys." "Yes," said Jesus, "what would you like?" "Well," she said, "you know, when they finally die and they go to be with you in heaven, this is what I would like. I would like one of them to sit on a throne at one side of you and the other one to sit at the throne at the other side of you, in the highest place in heaven." Well, that was a good thing to ask, wasn't it? Not really. You see, Jesus replied to her and said, "I've got to ask you a question." And he called the 2 boys and asked them as well. And he said, "Listen, I want to ask you, are you willing to drink the cup that I drink of?" "Yes," they said. "No, I don't mean just wine in a cup, like at the Last Supper. What I mean is, are you prepared to suffer for me? And even if it means you having to die, you're prepared to do that for me?" "I think we are," they said. "Well," said Jesus, "you probably will. But that place in heaven is not for me to give. God has that place already reserved for whom he wants." Well, when the other disciples, the other friends of Jesus, heard what the two boys were asking, they were very angry. Who do you think you are, they said, to get the best place in heaven? What about us? We're as good as you. You know, it made them all angry. Well, then they felt pretty much ashamed of themselves for asking that. Jesus said the important thing is not whether you have a great place in heaven on a throne. The important thing in life is whether you're willing to serve me with your lives and do whatever I ask you. That's the thing that you need to think about.